Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Sunday. Okay, so my husband just informed me that I'm crazy. Which, I mean, I think we already knew. But he said, you're crazy. We're driving home, and he said, what are you going to do when you get home? And I said, I'm going to get my vlog done so that I can read my Advent calendar books early, and then I want to watch the new Knives Out movie, and we might watch it together. And then I want to finish Malice, and I want to finish Down Cemetery Road tonight, and then I've got Sister Wives. I'd like to take a short little walk, although tonight I have a feeling is going to be the trial of the basement for the walking pad. So I was like, I'm gonna go. He goes, you're gonna vlog outside? He was like, babe, just vlog inside. I said, no, I want to sit outside. It's a pretty day outside. See, look, let me show you. Isn't it such a pretty day? Look at all this snow we got. This is the kind of snow that I like dream of. Look, the sky is pretty. They even came and like shoveled our walkway and everything. Look, and down there you can see we have the snow drifts up like when I was growing up as a kid. So my husband goes, he goes, it is so cold outside. He goes, it is crazy. His car said it was 7 degrees outside. I said, I beg to differ. I said, I don't think it's 7 degrees. He goes, well, how cold do you think it is? I said, I don't know, but I didn't look. Because I knew if I looked and it said it was 7 degrees, then I would have to tell him that he was right. And you don't ever do that in marriage. Okay, so let's do time and temperature check. It is currently 3:34. You can't even see it because it's a stupid update on this phone. It's currently 3:34 p.m. And then let's see what the temperature is. Hold on a second. I can't even hit the buttons because my hands are so cold. This is kind of silly, isn't it? Okay, let's look at the weather and see what the weather says. What does the weather say? See, he was wrong. It's not 7 degrees. It's 9 degrees. Oh, it did just go up. It's 9 degrees outside. Cold weather advisory. Let's see what it says. Where's my glasses? Cold weather advisory. Cold weather advisory now in effect until 10 a.m. Eastern time Monday. Very cold wind chills as low as 10 to 19 below zero. It doesn't, I mean, it's cold, honey. Honey, the land. It is cold outside, but it's not that cold. By the way, if you don't know what honey the land means, I did a whole video explaining it the other day. Okay. Where the wind chills portions of central, north central, and west central Indiana impacts the wind chills, cold wind chills as low as 10 to 19 below zero. What is it? Does it say what it feels? Oh, it feels like it's -3 right now. It says chance of snow 2%, 0 inches expected. It feels like it says it feels like it's -3 outside. I don't know if it feels like it's -3. Sometimes when I film later at night, it feels colder than that. So anyway, so Alex was like, just film inside. And I was like, he was like, you can film wherever you want. I can stay downstairs. You can go in the bedroom. I was like, no, I want to film outside. I want to sit outside. It's cold. I will say, I mean, it's cold outside. But like, can I vlog out here for a while? Do I think I'm going to make an hour and a half today? Probably not. But look, okay, so I brought these gloves with me today, okay? But then I also brought these gloves. So I'm going to put the North Face gloves on, and then I'm going to put these over it. So I think we're set on the hand deal. The hand deal. It's a lip thing. That's from Sandra Bernhardt. I always have people guess, but she was on the David Letterman show, and he was asking her about people getting lip injections, but she grew up having big lips and stuff like that. I love Sandra Bernhardt so much. Well, now everybody calls her Sandra. I guess she's Sandra Bernhardt, but when I was growing up, everybody called her Sandra Bernhardt. Anyway, but she says in there, it's a lip thing. My friends and I used to say that to each other all the time. So anyway, and then I have my phone. I have an extra battery in my pocket. Okay, so somebody keeps on asking me if have I tried putting this hat on with the trucker hat over it. I haven't. Probably because it looks stupid. Okay, but we're going to try it, okay? For the one person that is so kind to keep asking me what we think this is going to look like. Hold on a second, okay? Let's see what this is going to look like. I got the scarf on and everything. Here we go. No, it looks stupid. That's why look, I don't love myself in this hat, but this hat looks better than, that looks, look. Just for the person that keeps on asking this, here, take that picture. Do you know what it reminds me of, actually? I even brought this scarf out here and everything. Do you know what this reminds me of? Okay, one year, although it was sweet, but on me it doesn't look sweet. Okay, So one year for Halloween, I can't remember how many years ago this would have been. Let's see, how old is Sebastian now? My nephew Sebastian. My godson Sebastian is 9. So he at the time probably was about 4. So this probably was 5 years ago. And I went over there to like watch them trick or treat, and he was Bob the Builder. And Liliana, it was so cold outside that Liliana had like his little snowsuit and everything on, and a hat and everything. And then he had like on top of his like ski hat, he had on like the Bob, oh, this is okay. This is okay. He had the Bob the Builder like hat on top of it. I have a picture somewhere in my phone. It's so funny. It's so sweet. But that's what that reminds me of. Okay, I also brought my big blanket so that I can stay warm out here. See? I'm basically ready to go ice fishing if anybody wants to go ice fishing. But I don't really like to fish because I think it's mean to the fish. So anyway. Okay. First of all, I just want to say that yesterday in my vlog, I got cracking up so hard. And there were so many of you that said that you love when I crack myself up. And that just meant so much to me. I really appreciate it. But I have to tell you, like, after I got done filming that video, like, I could not stop thinking about different... Oh, I have to tell you something, too. A second. Conversation Alex and I had. But I could not stop thinking about... I was gonna say, like, nicknames. That, like, me and all my friends always have nicknames for people. So, anyway. And Alex and I have... we have so many nicknames. Anyway. Okay. Tanya and I probably, more than anybody. Well, it's kind of like in 12-step programs, like, you know, like some nicknames are kind of mean, but some nicknames are kind of funny and stuff like that. Like a lot of people in recovery call Tanya T. Like, that's kind of how the T thing started. Like, her husband calls her that now, too. But, like, a lot of people in 12-step meetings call Tanya T. And that's kind of how that thing got started. And, so, I'm trying to think of, like, an example, but, like, a lot of people in meetings have, like, I don't have a nickname in meetings, but, like, a lot of our friends have, some of them do, some of them don't. We're, like, I don't know, like, it has something to do usually, like, with a story they told or something like that, or, you know, like, if people, like, if they came in and, like, the old-timers gave them a hard time for being, like, real short or real young or something like that, it has something to do with that, you know what I mean? But then, like, when they'll, like, make an announcement or whatever, we'll all, like, say, like, their nickname out loud. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I love the nickname stuff. But I could not stop thinking about it last night when I got done vlogging. I kept on thinking about, like, all the nicknames that me and my friends, like, it's oh my gosh. Okay, so, this is the conversation that Alex and I had on the way home. When he was telling me I shouldn't vlog outside. He goes, you're going to get sick from the cold. I go, actually, that's not true. And he goes, what do you mean that's not true? I go, you don't get sick from the cold. And he goes, what do you mean you don't get sick from the cold? I said, no, I said it like a year ago in a vlog. And I said, several people informed me. He started laughing. I said, several people informed me that it's not the sick that the cold that gets you sick. He was like, well, then what gets you sick? I said, like, infections and bacteria and things like that. I said, I looked it up. It's the truth. I said, I thought the cold got you sick, too. And he said, well, the cold can make it. I said, no. It really doesn't have anything to do with it. I love that I used the vlog against my husband in a debate. He didn't really know what to say. He usually wants to, like, argue about something. But when I brought the vlog squad in, he was like, no. He was like, I know they're right. I said, I looked it up and everything. But I didn't know that. Actually, that wasn't a year ago. I think that was probably, like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. But I said that it was so cold. Now, if I was going to get sick from sitting out in the cold, this would be the day. -3 degrees out here, it feels like. I just looked at the battery. I thought for sure I'd be at, like, the 21-minute mark, and I'm at 9 minutes. Oh, my Lord, this is going to be such a long vlog in the cold today. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So you all want to know what I did yesterday. I actually had a really nice night last night. It was so nice. So Alex went from one Christmas party to the other and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So I knew that I was just, like, gonna rest and relax and watch TV shows. So when I got done with my vlog, I, like, walked. And when it was rendering, I, like, walked as soon as it was done rendering immediately. Because I was like, it's snowing outside. And it kept on snowing for a couple hours. I just walked around the neighborhood and in here and stuff like that. And I just like did like a shorter walk in here in the neighborhood. It was nice, but it wasn't like, it was pretty cold outside last night. I mean, like the snow was in my face and stuff like that. So I walked around here for a little bit and then I came back and then I ate some dinner. And while I ate dinner, I watched the series finale of Amazing Race. I wasn't surprised. See this hair up here sticking out. And I wasn't surprised by who won. I kind of knew they were going to win the whole season. I just have to say this now, and I'm not going to say who won in case you're behind like I was. It won't surprise you who wins. But, I mean, I'm happy for them. But I should have taken my rings off before I came out here. The Big Brother crossover to Amazing Race did not work for me. I was really bored with it this season. You know, it's interesting because it's kind of like the Traitors, like with the celebrities. Like, I started watching the U.S. Traitors with the celebrities first, Alex and I did, and I loved the concept. I thought the concept was genius. And so and I just think it's a great reality show. When Alex was like, do you want to watch the UK version of it? I can't even remember how that started now. Did I watch it or did he watch it? I can't remember how that happened. Maybe he watched it? I don't remember. Anyway, I was kind of like really not excited about the UK version because I was like, I don't know these people. Like for me, watching Traitors was about knowing the celebrities, right? Because I had never, if you watch the previous, like Traitors did not start with US celebrities. It started in other countries first. And so I have not watched the Canada one yet. People keep on asking me that. So we are right now in the middle of Traitors UK, the newest season. So I think that was the first season that we watched. We watched all the Traitors UK, Traitors Australia, and we're halfway through Traitors New Zealand. Traitors New Zealand is really bad. It's really bad. And it's like Traitors New Zealand and Traitors Australia is celebrity types, but you don't really know who, if you live here in the United States, you don't know who they are. You might know one or two of them, but not really. The Traitors UK, the celebrity season, this is their first celebrity season they've ever done, is interesting because it's huge celebrities like Stephen Fry, Tom Daly's on there, Alan Carr, the comedian who I absolutely love. Why can't I think of the other people? The woman, what's her name? I mean, there's some big celebrities on there, but I don't know if it's like a humility that they have that like U.S. reality stars don't have, because U.S. reality stars step onto Traitors like their shit doesn't stink. The UK celebrities who have won like BAFTAs and major awards and are like renowned Shakespeare actors, they don't act like that at all. Like on Traitors, they just act like they came in and they're sitting in your living room. I mean, it's just, and because it feels different than watching a US one. When I started watching, I guess the first season of Traitors US, they had half normal people and half celebrities, didn't they? So when I first started watching the UK one, I just loved it immediately. And it just felt like a completely different game where it was all just like real people. It wasn't just like celebrities. It just feels completely different. This, I just have to tell you right now, I don't know, like this blanket, it feels like it's like warming up as I'm sitting here. If you guys are looking for last minute Christmas presents, this blanket, I swear to God, it is so fantastic. Okay, the brand is, I got it from Costco. I think it was like $19 or $29. I think it was like $19.99. It's below zero. And it has like, it's like the color fades down. What's that called? I almost called it balayage, like the hair color. Ombre, that's what I was looking for. But it, like, as I'm sitting here, it's almost kind of like my body heat is warming it up. Yeah, I don't feel really that cold. It's weird. But anyway, I love the Traitors, the celebrity ones. But now, I look forward to the regular people ones, which is kind of why I didn't want to watch this season of Celebrity UK. But it's really, really good. So, what was I saying about all that? And I got distracted. Yeah, so we're going to finish that sometime this week, too. Oh, so last night, anyway... Oh, I was talking about the Big Brother Amazing Race crossover with celebrities. Well, I don't know, like all the people that were on there, all the Big Brother contestants that were on there, I mean, they don't act like they're like the housewives when they come on to shows and stuff like that. And trust me, I love a good housewife. But when the housewives come on to shows, like they act like they're gold, right? I don't know. So it's, there's definitely like a hierarchy of reality shows, like in the U.S. Like, some reality stars think that they're better than others. Like, it's just the truth, you know? Like, I don't know. It's crazy to me when you look at it, especially when you look at people like on, like The Challenge, I mean, which I don't watch, but like, The Challenge is like, I mean, you're talking about some really difficult stuff those people are doing, right? Well, they've had a couple challenge people in Traitors. But then you have like Cynthia, you know, on Traders or whatever, and really hasn't ever done anything, but just kind of like had dinners at restaurants and stuff. I mean, I love Cynthia, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't know. It's just interesting to me. And yet I love the Housewives too, but so anyway, so I finished last night Amazing Race. It was okay. The thing about the finale this year was that there was like two groups that were very close to the beginning, but you knew who was going to win the whole time. It was a boring finale. And then there was one team, the third team, that was like way behind. So it just, you knew who was going to win. You knew who was going to win episode 1, honestly, okay? But then, I don't know, it just kind of seemed anticlimactic to me. I don't think I thought at first I was really excited about the Big Brother crossover, but I don't think it necessarily worked. So then I watched Survivor. If you're watching Survivor this week, I just want to tell you, they made the biggest mistake of their life this week, okay? With the advantage that was used. Because the advantage says that what's the knowledge is power advantage? This is where she was so stupid, okay? The advantage is that if I ask you if you have it, and you do, you have to give me the advantage. There is somebody they all know has an idol, and that person is going to win Survivor. Okay? Like, has played an excellent game. They're all worried about sitting next to the finale. What they should have done, and they're so stupid, is they should have put all their votes on him. She should have asked him if he had the idol, and she should have taken his idol. It would have been a genius move. It would have won her the whole game. She would have sat at the finale and would have said, I made the best move ever on Survivor. She didn't do that. She lost that power. It was stupid. It was stupid what she did. It was a bad move. They're all talking about, like, this is the other thing to me, and I don't know, maybe it's different watching it when you're on the show. Obviously, I'm sure it is. But they're all like, I mean, this show's been out since Wednesday. They're all like, Steven's so dangerous. Steven's going to win this game. Steven ain't gonna win nothing. Like, Steven's not that great of a game player. And now it's down to, like, I don't know. This is where I get bored of these shows, because you can just see the ending ahead of time. It's like, now let's just pick off one person at a time, unless that person happens to win an immunity idol, like Christina or Sage, if they just happen to win an immunity idol by some luck of, you know, like, or they're just gonna get picked off one by one, and that's how it's gonna end. And then they're all going to sit next to Rizzo in the finale, and he's going to win the show. Like, that's how it's going to go. It's stupid. I don't understand. And then she's like, but I love these people, and they're my friends. You're here to win $1 million and play a game, okay? Like, you know, you need to watch RuPaul's Drag Race. It's not best friends race, okay? Like, I'm glad you made some friends, but it's a game. And y'all have kicked off some of your friends before. So then they always do this. They get down to the final 3, and they're like, no, we've played together the whole game. Like, I don't care if I lose. I'll just sit next to you at the final 2. You're stupid. Listen, I love Miss Tanya Jean, but if we went up there together and it was us in the final 3, she'd be making fire if I won, okay? And I would tell her before we ever went on the show, honey, if it's down to us, you're making fire, and I hope yours is wetwood, because I ain't sitting next to you in the finale. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, she's my best friend, but no, honey, for a game like that, you know what you signed up for. Then they make these friends in 3 weeks, and they're like, oh no, but I don't care if I win or not for $1 million. It's not like you and Rizzo are going to hang out for the rest of your lives together. It's like, come on now. You win that show, you can go on to do all kinds of things. Although I guess Carolyn, I love Carolyn so much. I can't get this coffee out. First of all, let me just tell you. So we went to Survivor. People ask me all the time, they're like, what reality show would you go on? Well, back in the day, I'd have that conversation, okay? I don't have that conversation anymore. I don't want to leave my dogs. There's no... I don't want to leave my dogs. My late night puzzles with Miss Nikki, talking to Tanya Jean. Hey, I don't... Listen, my husband, I don't... You know, like, I don't want to... In that order. People are writing that down in his notebook. Peter said he likes puzzles with Nikki over his husband. Write it, honey. Anyway, but I don't want to, like, I don't know, like, my need to go on a reality show, even to win $1 million, which I never would, okay, because I can't keep my mouth shut long enough, that I would just be like, like, listen, 3 days without food, okay, and me being pissed off and stuff like that, I would get lippy, and they would just, like, be like, we need to vote him off, okay, we need to just get rid of him. I know how it would go, right? No, I don't need to go on that. Caroline's always wanting to do Amazing Race. She's like, we should do Amazing Race. Like, we're cousins. They would want us. We would make such good television. I'm like, girl, no. And I'm not swinging over no caverns and stuff like that. I'm not doing all that. I don't think I can do half that stuff. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing all that. I have no desire to go on Amazing Race. I like to watch it, but I don't want to go on it. Big Brother. Well, older people don't really do very well on that show, do they? I mean, they just kept Miss Felicia around forever because they knew if they sat. She's like, yeah, if I had sat in the final two, no, you wouldn't. You weren't going to win, honey. I loved her and all her pockets, and she wasn't going to win. They knew that, right? It's like, who was the guy that was older this season? And he said when he got kicked off, he's like, well, they knew if they took me in the final two, I was going to. He wasn't going to win. He hadn't played one game move the whole time, you know. So. No, older people don't really have, Suri, well, she's been on Traitors, Big Brother, Survivor. I love Suri so much. But, like, she even said it on Big Brother. They should have kicked her off first. They should have. They were stupid. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't really think there's any reality. I'm thinking, are there any reality shows I'd want to go on? Oh, like a housewife show. Yeah, I'd be a housewife. Oh my God, Housewives of Indianapolis. Sign me up, honey, right here. Sign me up. Can you imagine that? Because they always show them like walking up to these mansions and stuff like that, and they come up. Oh, Meredith Marks, how are you? Oh, what am I doing? Just sitting out here on my front porch talking to the birds. Girl, you look so good in your Fendi. Oh, me? Below freezing blanket from Costco. I would make I would make the relatable, I'd be the relatable housewife of Indianapolis. Anyway, so I got caught up on those shows, and then I was like, I gotta get caught up on some of these more shows. Oh, I read all my advent calendar books. They were short yesterday. They were kind of short. So I read all my advent calendar books. I'm trying to think of which ones I liked. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because most of you aren't reading all of them. Oh, is this my favorite neighbor? Oh, look at her. She's out there without her husband. She's just waving. She keeps on walking. Are you cold?
Yes.
Where is your husband?
He's still recovering.
Oh, well, tell him I said hi.
I will, thanks.
Stay warm, honey. You look all bundled up.
Oh.
They don't know where to pee because of all the snow. I was telling Alex today. So, like, at the end last night, I, like, shoveled a bunch of the yard out so that they would know where to, like, you know, go do their business. Like, it's, like, 3 feet out, like, off the walkway, because that's usually where, like, Otis and stuff goes. Well, Otis figured it out real quick. Like, I'm standing out there, and Walter's looking at me like, what do we do? Like, what do we do? Whatever. Well, Otis went right over there, and he, like, peed, and then, like, 2 seconds later, he pooped. And, like, then he was ready to go inside. So, I gave him his little treats and stuff like that. Brought him inside, and then I, like, had Walter out here, and Walter was like, he kept on walking in the driveway, like, you know, pulling me on the driveway, and he's like, he didn't know what to do. Like, he was confused, because it's like the poop, like, it's high, like, he doesn't want to walk in the snow. And what's so funny about it is, like, Otis is walking through, like, because he's so short. They're the same length, but, like, he's short, right? And so he's just, like, in snow like this, pooping. So finally, Walter, like, he walks in the grass over here, and he pees, and I could tell, like, I mean, I literally do not let these dogs out here longer than, like, 3 or 4 minutes, like, because it's so cold. And so, he pulled me back to the driveway. Well, he likes to poop in this one area over here, and so he was pulling me over there, but he was, like, trying to, like, get up over the snow, like, and he realized he couldn't, and he just pooped in the driveway. I was like, good boy, honey, good boy. He was so excited about himself. I gave him a little treat and all that kind of stuff. Bagged that up. Bagged that poop up from the driveway. I told Alex, and he said, you picked it up, did you? I go, no, I left it in the driveway for you to drive over. Yes, I picked it up. So anyway, then last night I had 2 episodes of Ghost. I had last week and this week to catch up on. I also have 2 episodes of Matlock and 2 episodes of Elsbeth and 2 episodes of Below Deck, Mediterranean. Okay. I'm kind of real over like, this is where I stop watching shows, because I get kind of, like, burnt out on shows a little bit, like, if nothing really exciting happens. So, Ghosts, I don't really, okay, I loved Ghosts when I first started watching that. Y'all know that, right? Like, I loved that show, Ghosts. This is, like, I got, like, a kind of a warm setup. Like, I'm really honestly not that cold. I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen when this camera gets to the 30-minute mark. This blanket is, like, it feels, like, almost kind of warm underneath. Not, like I'm warm, like, it's, like, radiating heat or something. It's the weirdest thing. And 2 gloves is the deal. So, anyway. So, oh, by the way, had to make, so made a vet's appointment because, for this week. Because, so, Walter, all his adult canines are in. And they look, I mean, you know, Boo and Tucker didn't have teeth for the last couple years of their life. So, it's kind of weird, again, having a dog with teeth. Especially, like, chew toys and stuff like that. Like, and, like, the greenies. They don't love the greenies. It's weird. I bought a huge bag of them, and they, like, one night I gave one to each of them, just the little small ones. Walter turned around. He didn't want it. Like, they don't really love the greenies. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, Walter's teeth are, like, I mean, they are beautiful. Like, I mean, I know this sounds weird to say about a dog's teeth, but they are beautiful. But, like, we were looking at Otis's teeth a couple days ago. We kept on thinking, like, they were eventually going to fall out. But it's, like, some of his baby teeth are not falling out. And so, I called the vet, and they were like, just bring him in here. Let's have her look at him. So, we're going to bring him in there. It could be, like, a timing thing, because he's still not that old, or whatever. But, like, I called to ask, and she's like, sometimes they won't fall out on their own. So, she was like, this is good that you're, like, calling us to bring him in, and stuff like that. So, and I don't know how that's going to go, splitting them up, because we're only going to take Otis and we're not going to take Walter in, because Walter doesn't need to go, so we're just taking Otis in to get his teeth checked. But I do want to ask about, like, brushing their teeth and stuff like that, because I don't really know much about that with dogs, and I know when I say that, this will be the one comment that I get 50 responses about, but I don't, and I'm going to ask the vet, okay, so thank you for your response, but I don't really know anything about, like, brushing their teeth, like, how effective it is. Should you do it? Are there things you can use in exchange or whatever? So I'm going to ask about that, too, because I do want to keep their teeth, like, really up to par. So, anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, so then I watched the last 2 episodes of Ghost and got caught up on it. I don't really know what's going on with that show. Like, it feels weird to me this season. I'm just not into it. Like, it's like every episode is just really random. Like, last season, it felt like... Well, first of all, I'll tell you this. Like, the building... So, her husband... I can't even think of his name now. Sam, is that his name? He owns, like... He built a restaurant on their property. I don't care about the restaurant. The restaurant is boring to me, okay? Like, the whole storyline of the restaurant is boring to me. Then his sister now lives with them, and she fell in love with a ghost. The sister is boring to me. The show, like, at its... Like, this is where, like, shows do really well, and then they, like, get off their main course, and it's like, you lost me with this. Like, this is... What are you doing? Like, this is stupid. This story... Like, I don't know. It's just, like... It's kind of, like... I don't know. I'm kind of, like, over it. Like, every episode, like, doesn't... Like, they don't connect together. Like, last night, the episodes I watched were... the one guy... I can't pronounce his name. Sasapis. He has this woman, Joan, that he's in love with, but she's not coming back, and so then he's, like, in love with... Oh, Jay, that's the husband's name. Going into Jay's sister's dreams and made out with her, and then the next one was about Alberta, and you find out 3 seasons in that how many ever seasons it is now, that Alberta wasn't really originally a singer. That's not what she was famous for, but that she was a ventriloquist. I was like, where is this coming from? Like, this is so weird. And, like, 2 episodes before that, it was, like, Hetty's ex-husband came from hell and tried to take Jay. Like, there's no consistency with it. The only consistent thing is, like, the selling of the book. I don't know. Like, I'm over it, to be honest with you. And Matlock and Elsbeth, I'm kind of like that with it, too. Like, Elsbeth, the worst mistake they made was, and I don't know why they did it, maybe it was like scheduling or with casting or something like that, but Elsbeth's assistant, well, not assistant, but the detective that she works with in the show, like, they were really close friends. I can't remember her name, but she's now gone into FBI undercover, so she's not like a main cast member anymore, and I'm over it. Like, I loved them together. I don't love the guy that she works with now. Elspeth has gotten kind of boring, and Matlock, I'm real over. Matlock is where I was with Found, like, a year ago. Like, this whole storyline of, well, Brexa, and did they not? I mean, it's like something needs to happen. Like, something needs to happen with Matlock, and I know when I say that, you'll probably say, well, it happened last week, and I haven't watched it yet. I haven't. Now, Below Deck Mediterranean, I like it. I just save reality shows for when I'm eating. I don't like to watch them late at night. So, anyway. Oh, you guys want to see? Where am I at on time? Okay, well... This looks like it's going to stop here in just a second. So I have some pictures to show you. Are you so excited? Look, I can't even do anything with my double gloves. Okay, the camera stopped, but it's perfect timing because I have some pictures to show you. Now, I probably will be posting these on the Instagram as well. Okay, the first picture I have to show you is... Guess what I did last night? The Christmas bedding is on. Got the Christmas bedding on. You know what I remembered about the comforter? So the comforter on one side, I don't remember where we got it, Pottery Barn or something. But one side of it is this, so it's in this faux fur blanket is on the end of it. But, okay, it's this plaid one. Actually, the pillow shams don't look too closely. They don't match, but they look cute anyway. Okay, so, and I didn't put all the extra pillows on it. But this one right here, this red, okay, underneath it is like white fleece. Last year I remember, like, not even wanting to take it off because I loved it so much. But last night, it, like, I really struggled, like, getting used to it. I, like, missed the gray comforter. By the way, I did so much laundry last night that the gray comforter is already washed and on its first cycle of the dryer. Just so you know, I'm, like, way ahead of things. Very proud of that. I'm way ahead of things with the dryer. Okay. So then, this is the boys playing on the new bed. Aren't they so cute? Look. They didn't really understand the new bedding. Okay. So then, hold on a second. Oh, this is me turning down the bed. I sent that to Alex when I was taking a nap. Okay. The faux fur blanket and the fleece and the comforter is a little hot. Okay. I had to actually take the fur one off because it was a little hot. Then I took a screenshot of Holly Jackson's book, Reader's Favorite Mystery and Thriller on Goodreads, Not Quite Dead Yet. Did anybody read that? I don't know that I've ever read a Holly Jackson book. She usually writes, my hands are getting cold. She usually writes young adult stuff, but this is like her first adult book. Okay. And then this book that came out, this guy's gay. He lives with his husband in a small town, Iowa, with his husband and their 4 cats. And he wrote this book called The Candy Cane Man. It's like a short story Christmas book. I'm thinking about looking at it. It's on Kindle Unlimited. Okay. And then look what... We got the first one today. We're going to get more, but look. Ah! It's Santa Claus with the dogs. What are you doing?
Success.
Oh, did he poop?
Thank goodness.
Are you so happy?
Huh?
Are you so happy that he pooped?
Yes, I'm going home.
Go home. Stay warm.
Get a glass of wine.
She said, oh, you're in that book club, huh?
Yes.
Are you in the wine book club? She's in the wine book club. Oh my God, these are so cold now. Is this like a thing? Am I like remembering this, or is this a made up memory? I feel like I remember my mom putting like gloves or mittens in the microwave. Or like maybe the bread warmer. We had a bread warmer too. Am I like remembering that? Or is that like a made up thing? That would be smart though. Can you put gloves or mittens if they don't have metal on them? Yeah, I heard about the metal cup. Now, see, I took my hands. Now these are cold. Okay, I'm going to have to redo these. Hold on a second. So anyway, yeah. Well, when the Santa pictures come out, they looked so good in those pictures. I did not realize in that moment that they were so posed. Somebody posted on my BookTube video yesterday. They posted this comment. Do people not realize that you can like go and look and see like when they started their accounts and stuff like that? So this person left this comment. I was like, well, my BookTube channel, it's kind of the same people unless I do, I mean, it's not really a ton of new people over there. But somebody commented, and the comment made it sound like they watch all my videos and stuff like that. And they're like, Peter's looking so old. Is he sick? And I look, they just started their account like 2 weeks ago. It's like I got this account over my drama channel. It's like people think they're slick and stuff like that. I just let them have their say. Over my drama channel, it's real interesting. I kind of know who it is. It's kind of the same person that makes up all these fake accounts. It's kind of sad, you know? Like, I was talking to my therapist about a while ago, and he was like, what if you're all they have? And I go, what do you mean? He goes, like, what if their, like, absolute hatred for you is, like, all they have keeping them alive? I was like, then I guess they can have that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But it's funny because, like, this person, like, they try to get in on every one of my drama channels. Their name is so, like, bizarre anyway. And so, like, they always leave some, like, real rude comment. I think they're trying to see if I'm going to block them or not. Like, I think that's what they're trying to see. I don't, like, people, the reason I notice it, honestly, is, what is going on? Is there a tag in here? The reason I notice it, honestly, is because so many people reply to them. So, when I'm looking through the comments, I'm like, why did this comment get so many? It will say, like, 6 replies, and then I read the comment, and I'm like, oh, because people are like, why are you watching this video if you hate Peter so much? But anyway, what's so funny about it is I went and I looked, okay, and they had started their account in October of 2025, but they already have 7 subscribers. Oh, those are all your other fake accounts that you had come follow your new account, because you don't even have anything up on your channel, so how do you have 7 subscribers? So to make it look like you're somebody, like that is, like the links that people go to is crazy to me. So you start an account in October. The only videos you've ever commented on are mine, okay? And you have 7 subscribers, which are incidentally your other 7 fake accounts that you have, that each of those accounts probably have 10 other fake accounts. Like, this is how you spend your day. So what's interesting is that, like I said, their name is kind of, like, unique, right? So they, on my drama channel, like, every video they leave me, like, they're kind of, like, not super nasty, but nasty enough that, like, if I'm talking about, like, the snow is pretty, they'll say, like, you look like you've gained a lot of weight. It'll have nothing to do with the video, right? Like, I don't know what to say. But it's not, like, super rude, but enough to, like, they know what they're doing kind of thing. But what's interesting is that they've left a couple comments in the vlog, and the comments in the vlog are, like, super, super nice. Like, I'm kind of like, you know, I don't get that many comments over here, so I do know, like, you know who people are. So I'm kind of like, anyway, girl, I see you. You want attention. Here, I see who you are, girl, okay? I saw your account that started in October, girl. I see you. Okay, you can go make some more fake accounts and leave them on. Spend your time doing all that. So anyway, then last night, I got in my cozy bedding. I took all the pictures of it. I sent pictures to Nikki and Alex and Tanya and everybody about my cozy bed. I was so proud of it. Still haven't gotten my plaid pillows out here yet. But, so then I took a nap. And then when I got up from my nap, well, I had read all the advent calendar books. So when I got up from my nap and the dogs got up and everything like that, took them out. It was, honey, it was cold the battery went to the halfway mark already? Oh my God, because it's so cold probably. But it was really, I'm gonna have to order some new batteries because these batteries might not make it through the winter. I don't think it's just because we're in the cold. I think that they're like draining the batteries fast, but I have another one in my pocket. So anyway, I honestly thought at like 15 minutes I was gonna be like, I have to go inside. It is really cold, but it's not that bad. I mean, I can do this. So I sat down. Well, I was going to watch the Knives Out movie last night. I had totally forgotten the Knives Out movie came. So I was going through my, like, TV Instagram, and I was, like, looking at new stuff that's coming out. You guys, there are so many good things that are coming out. I cannot wait for The Pit. I think I'm going to do, like, my top 10 TV shows of 2025 for my TV channel, but I think The Pit might be, The Pit or Shetland. But Shetland's, like, an older show. But The Pit is so fantastic. If you have not watched The Pit, like, it is, I cannot wait for that show to come back. But Hijack Season 2 is coming back. Oh my God, with Idris Elba. First of all, that man is so fine. But he is also such a fantastic actor. And the first Hijack on Apple was brilliant. The second one's on a train. The first one's on a plane from Dubai to London. So I can't wait to watch that. There's so many good things coming out. The new Traitors Celebrity one, it's coming out. Anyway, so I was looking through there, and like this poster came up for the new Knives Out movie. And I love Daniel Craig. Y'all know I do. But then it was weird because like an hour later I got a DM from somebody and they said, I really want to know what you think about the new Knives Out movie. And I was like, I DM'd them back. And I said, by the way, I've like been checking my DMs like crazy on Instagram. One person said they had DM'd me quite a bit, and I hadn't opened theirs, and they said who they were on YouTube and whatever. But the other people that said that I'd never opened their Instagrams, I didn't get any DMs from you. So, and I said that like yesterday or the day before. But somebody was like, I'm watching your vlog. I can't remember who it is, or I give you a shout out. I'm sorry. I feel like their name was like Samantha or something. But anyway, and I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much, whatever. But, what was I going to say? It wasn't either of the people that I was talking about that had commented on it. So, anyway, maybe they don't have, well, I don't know how they would have sent me DMs on Instagram that I didn't open that if they don't have, I don't know. So, anyway, but I looked into all of my DMs, all my requests, and everything like that, as of like the last week. And I've opened, I think, all of them. So, what was I saying? Anyway, so last night I was going to watch it. Oh, so then I got this DM. She was like, I really don't want. So I was like, I think Alex might want to watch this. Today, when I was talking to him about it, he was like, yeah, he wasn't really sure. I'll probably just end up watching it by myself. So anyway, I might save it for like after Sister Wives tonight, because I want to read my Advent calendar books. I'm going to take a walk while it's earlier. I don't know that I'm going to be able to walk that. I mean, it's cold tonight, or today, so I'm not going to be able to walk that far. But I want to get my Advent calendar books done early. So I have 2 episodes. I watched 2 episodes of Malice last night, so I have 2 episodes, or did I watch 3? I have 2 episodes left. I have half of 5 and episode 6. So here's my thoughts about Malice. I'm not going to ruin it for you at all, but as far as a show to watch, it's, to me, like, Tanya said it was better than anything she's seen this year. I wouldn't say that. Like, Tanya and I agree on a lot, but there are some things that we don't agree on. I understand. Tanya likes these kind of thrillers. It reminds me kind of like The Perfect Couple with Nicole Kidman. Is that what it's called? The Elin Hildebrand book. It's about these really rich people. David Duchovny plays the dad, and like this guy that kind of like infiltrates them, and you don't really know why or why he's doing it. It's really well done. I think it's a smart show. I enjoy watching it. But it's also a show that makes me very nervous. I don't like shows that make me nervous. And it can be, even comedies can make me nervous. What's that movie back in the day with Goldie Hawn? Was it Steve Martin, The House Guest or whatever? When she was staying in a house that wasn't hers. Like, that movie made me so, or Groundhog's Day was the same day. Oh my God, that movie made me so nervous back in the day. I don't like movies like that. I don't like where you're like, what's happening next? Like those, I'm not talking about thriller mysteries, like to figure out what's happening next. I'm talking about like, what was I watching? Matlock is like that. That's part of why I don't love Matlock. Like, she's always, like, on somebody's computer looking up something, and you think the person's going to walk through the door. Like, that shit makes me nervous. I don't like watching stuff like that. But anyway, so, but Malice is well written. It's based on a book, I think. It's a smart show. It's really, really smart. Kind of everything changes, like, halfway through the season. I'm sure it'll get renewed for a second season. So if you're into these kind of mystery thrillers, you should watch it. I have a feeling it's going to end, and like the next season will be like a completely different, like it'll be the main guy and then a completely different group of people. What was that gal that we read the book? Nikki and I, or Mel and I still joke about it to this day. They made a whole TV show about it, a whole documentary, but then there was a TV show about the girl that acted like she was rich and famous in New York City. Why can't I think of this name? Mel and I joke about this at least once a week. Was her name Anna something? We read the book for the True Crime Book Club, and then they made a TV show about it, and I didn't watch the TV show. It was Anna. I can see like her last name in why can't I think of it? And she wore like the glasses, and she was like an art dealer and all that kind of stuff, but none of it was true. It's kind of like Malice is kind of like that, but scarier. The only thing that's interesting about it is, like, the guy that they, like, picked to be, like, the main star in it, like, not David Duchovny, the other guy that's, like, plays, like, the nanny, tutor guy. Like, they act like he's, like, super good looking. Like, all these women are drooling over him and stuff like that. Like, and men, too. Like, he's... I don't know. Like, for me... People have to have something kind of a little unique about them. Like I don't know, like a gap between their teeth, or I don't know, something different. Like, he's okay. He just is rather ordinary looking to me. I don't know, like, they all just are constantly talking about how good looking he is and whatever. I'm like, is he though? Like, I don't know. Like, he just looks rather average to me. He's a good actor. The guy in the movie is a good actor, but, I don't know. Anyway, too also, like, I know this is going to sound strange, but a little bit too capped. Like, I don't like that, like, super clean look. Like, I don't know, like, Like, I remember that with Alex, like, early on, like, when we first started dating. Is he in the kitchen? Oh, he is in the kitchen. When we first started dating, like, I remember he had these, like, driving moccasins that he used to wear. And they were, like, I ended up, like, because he wanted, like, a new pair or something. That was, like, one of the first things, like, the gifts that I got him. Because his mom later was like, you don't ever buy shoes for somebody in Venezuela because apparently it means that they're going to walk away from you or something like that. I don't know if that's made up or if that's really true, that they believe that in Venezuela. A lot of things I've learned through the years that his family has told me, including my husband, is all made up. Which, by the way, this is so funny that I'm telling this because, oh my God, this is so funny. I have to tell you guys this real quick. Okay. So, when Alex and I first started dating, like, we were out at this bar in Indianapolis called the Metro, this gay bar, and it was either the 13th or the 14th, okay? Like, I should ask Alex. Watch, I'm gonna text him and be like, do you remember what you told me on the 13th of December, the first year we dated? Okay, so Alex said, he had been drinking a little bit. We were near this Christmas tree, and he said, in Venezuela, he made it this, he still to this day is like, no, but it's true. If you kiss under the light of a Christmas tree or something like that, it means you'll be together forever. Okay, I'm gonna text him. Do you remember what you told me on the, I think it was the 13th, but it might have been the 13th. 13th of December, the first year we dated, and where it was. Let's see what he says. This will be so funny. This should be like the newlywed game. This should so be like the newlywed game. I gotta take both of these out. Look at these double gloves. Let's see if he texts me back. Did he text me back already? No, there's no way. Did he even read it? Oh, he's texting back. Okay, this will be so funny because I can wait to put my gloves on. Let's see what he says. So anyway, we were at the Metro, and he's like, in Venezuela, on the 14th or 13th, you have to kiss underneath the Christmas tree, and then it means you'll be in love forever. I was like, you're such a liar. And then his mom, he even got his mom to, like, back it up. And then, like, years later, she's like, that's totally made up or something. What did he say? He said about saying I love you. Yes. Where was it? If he says at the Christmas tree at the Metro, I'm gonna die. Why is he not texting me back? Now, you know you remember this. Come on now. Oh my God, it's so cold. Well, you know what? He doesn't understand the context. He's like, why is he sitting out there in the snow, like, texting me about, he could just ask me this. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, why is he not asking me this? Okay. So, last night I watched Malice. I watched 2 episodes of Malice. I really wanted to watch Down Cemetery Road. I knew I wasn't going to finish it last night because I think it was only on episode 2 or something like that, and it's 8 episodes. But I'm actually halfway through episode 7, so I watched quite a bit of it last night. Okay, Down Cemetery Road with Emma Thompson. I don't know who plays the other gal. She kind of reminds me of, what's the other Emma? Emma Stone. She kind of reminds me of Emma Stone a little bit. I love this show. So, oh, he texted me. He said Metro. He's probably half asleep in there right now. Come on! Look, he put Metro. Well, at least he remembers we got points. What's Nikki texting me? I love this show so much. I was trying to think of last night what it kind of reminds me of, and I will tell you. Well, first of all, it really reminds me of a BritBox show, okay? But it's on Prime. It reminds me of a BritBox show because it takes place in Oxford first. Then they go to Upper Scotland. They go to Glasgow first. Then they go to the islands, which is basically where Shetland is. And I realized that I've been saying archipelago. I can't say that word. That's going to have to be my spelling word for the week. Archipelago. I've been saying it wrong in my videos. I thought I got it so right. But anyway, it reminds me of the show. I don't know why. The feeling of it. If you watch The Tourist, of course I love that Jamie Dornan. But you guys know I'm talking about from, what was that show I just watched? The Fall, 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, thank you all for letting me know that that was Dakota Johnson. I don't care. I don't care if that was Dakota Johnson. I don't care if that was Meg Ryan and Don Johnson's. I don't care. She's boring, okay? Like, and I know when I say that, people are like, oh, my Lord, I have my funeral vespers, my pearls. She's boring. She is so boring, and she is the same in every movie I have seen her in. She's Boresville to me, okay? And that the Materialist, she was boring, okay? So anyway... but thank you so much for letting me know that it was Dakota Johnson. I will forever not forget it. I think like 6 people let me know. I kind of lived for it. I was like, Dakota Johnson? Okay. I kind of was like, I'll never forget that one again. But anyway, I did like Meg Ryan in When a Man Loves a Woman. But then she kind of like got weird, didn't she, for a while? And she was Antonio Banderas. Am I losing my mind over this? Where is Meg Ryan today? Has she done a movie in forever? I can't look it up because my fingers are too cold. So I have to pull up I have to pull out my TV, I was going to say. Okay, but Down Cemetery Road, y'all, is so good, okay? It's on Apple. It's all out, all 8 episodes. It kind of reminds me of Tourist a little bit. So it's about this woman... This house explosion happens in this artsy area, and the daughter, the husband and wife are killed in this fire explosion, but the daughter is saved, but then this other woman, anyway, she gets involved in it. It gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, but it's not super complicated, and it's kind of like an on the run, kind of like somebody's chasing somebody movie, and then like this private investigator who's played by Emma Thompson. Like, it's just really good. Like, it is totally binge worthy. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Department Q too. If you've watched Department Q, there's a little bit of that element in there. I mean, it's kind of funny. Emma Thompson's really funny in it. Like, not the whole time. Like, it's a very endearing show, too. Like, I mean, it addresses, like, kind of deep issues and stuff like that about marriage and grief and all this kind of stuff. It's good. I don't know who I wish I could, I don't know who the woman is. I've seen her in other things that plays, her name is Sarah on the show, who plays, like, the main character next to Emma Thompson. She's good. I've seen her in other things, but I can't remember. I know when I say that, people be like, Peter, that's Judy Smith. Don't you know she's the daughter of... I mean, no, I don't know who she is. I don't know. Right now, I'm telling you right now. I've seen her in other stuff, probably, but I don't know who she is. But you know what just came out? The guy that was in... What was that movie, that show that I watched? Happy Valley. That plays the villain in Happy Valley. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I can't remember his name. He plays the dad of the grandson, but he's, like, always in jail and stuff like that. I think he is so good looking. He's been in, like, 2 things I've watched now. Oh, the battery is flashing. Hold on. I'm afraid, okay, I'm going to go inside and warm up my hands for just a second, and then I'm going to change this battery, and then I will be back in 2 and 2 to finish this battery. But I'm just going to warm up my hands for just a second. I'm going to stick them in the microwave. I'm not sticking them in the microwave. I'll be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. It feels even colder coming back out here and sitting in this cold chair than it did, and I was inside for about 5 minutes. Okay, let's see. What did Alex say? I told him when I was inside, I said, I was texting you because I was telling the story in my vlog, and he said, I figured. So then he texted me and he said, I made the whole thing up and said that in Venezuelan tradition, you say, I love you for the first time under Christmas tree. I have zero idea how I came up with that, LOL, is what he said. Okay, thanks for the clarification. Anyway, that was funny. Oh my god, it's starting to get cold again. I gotta get my... So let me tell you what I walk into inside, okay? So the sun from the back is like, because it's now, look, see, isn't that kind of like a pretty Christmas scene though? Look at that. Christmas in the Midwest. It's just like kind of like, I mean, it's pretty, but it's kind of sad too. It looks like a painting you'd see like in some museum, like with like, look, like the electric like gas things on either side being checked, and like the walkway, it's like the cover of The Winter of Our Discontent or something like that by John Steinbeck. Anyway, it's so depressing. There's a prettiness to it too though. Okay, I gotta get my warm blanket on me. Okay, my legs are starting to get so cold. Now it's cold though, the blanket. Where are my gloves? So I walk inside and from the doorway, because the sun is coming down now into the living room, because it's setting over there. So from the doorway, I didn't see it before, from the doorway all the way to the dog's beds. It's like this arc goes down and then it arcs over. It's like this path of little paw prints. Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good. It's like this path of little paw prints, just little paw prints like that are all like from being out here, like all dried on the wood floors. I said to Alex, I said, did you see these paw prints out here? He goes, yep. He goes, wonder who's gonna clean those up. I said, Otis and Walter need to get to work, so I'm going to be cleaning those up. We have a Swifter thing inside. It'll take 2 seconds to do. But the thing is, like, every time I take them out, it's going to happen again. You know what I mean? Oh, my God. These are colder to put. I should have taken... Well, I did take them inside. Why are they so cold? I warmed up my hands for a second. Yo, I don't think I can do this for much longer. I know this was kind of a press conference. Is this one side going down? See, this is what happens when I talk about... But it goes really quick. There, I snapped it into place. And then usually when I do one of them, another one goes. Okay, there. I was singing inside as I was like getting warm, getting the other battery. Or bringing the battery. Well, this is what I did when I went inside. I got one of the batteries that was charging, and then I still had the battery inside my coat, so I put it anyway. But Alex is like, how are you doing out there? And I was like, I'm sitting, isn't that a Brandy song? Sitting up in my room. Wasn't that on the Way Into Exhale soundtrack? I love that song. I can't sing it, but anyway. If I could sing like Brandy, I'd be on tour with Monica. I wouldn't be sitting on my front porch. But I said, sitting out in the cold. And he just started laughing. But anyway. I know this has been kind of press conference-y today. I don't feel super deep today. Do you know sometimes you feel deep and sometimes you don't feel deep? I feel happy. I feel content. I think that I might... You know what I might do today? Oh my God, I have to tell you this. So, the walking path... The walking pad that I have... I can't take my gloves off to show you guys, okay? But the walking pad that I have is like... It's kind of heavy. And it's real narrow. So I saw this one come up. And it's like on sale for like... I should tell you guys which one it is in case somebody's looking for a walking pad. It's like $157. And it's 27 pounds to carry, so you can literally pick it up. It fits underneath your bed. This one said, the one I got said it would fit under my couch. It won't fit underneath my couch. It's difficult. This one like packs together. I told Alex, I said, I feel like getting this walking pad. He goes, you don't even use that other walking pad that you have. I was like, I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? But I said, I kind of want to get it. But I'm not going to. But I really do want these by Petite Plume. Look at those short pajamas. Are those not so cute? That tartan plaid. Okay. Here it is. It's called... This is the walking pad. And look, you can see that she... Like, oh, what am I doing? Well, it's not letting me open it. Who's the brand by? I gotta get my gloves back on. My hands are too cold. The brand is... SPERAX. Spirix Walking Treadmill Pad with app, 3-in-1 under desk treadmill, low noise, and you can pick it up. It's 27 pounds, and right now it was on sale. Well, the black one's more expensive than the red one, but it's a walking pad, so who really cares, right? So, but I was gonna get the red one for $157 because I was like, maybe the part of the reason why I don't love the walking pad is it's too narrow. I feel like I'm falling off of it every time. This one is wider. It shows her actually on the picture. It shows her standing on it like lengthwise and standing on it like sideways as well. You guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I am like starting to get, I don't know if it's getting colder out here because the sun's setting or whatever, but my hands and stuff are getting really, really cold. So I think tomorrow it's supposed to be a little bit warmer, so hopefully I'll be able to stay out here a little bit longer. And yeah, if not, then I will film inside tomorrow. I was like, we have something, oh, tomorrow night we have movie plans tomorrow night with 2 other couples that we're friends with. So that's tomorrow night. Tuesday, I don't know if Tiny and I are going to a meeting or not. Wednesday is my sobriety birthday, but I'll just be standing here. Alex has a thing on Wednesday night. Thursday, we have something on Friday. We have a dinner on Friday that we're doing with 2 other couples. Thursday, I don't remember. He's pretty much off after this week, like next week. Can you guys believe next week is Christmas? I'm 4 books away from meeting my Goodreads goal. Nikki asked me last night, she's like, what do you want to make our goal for next year? I said, well, this year it was 112. So I'm going to meet that easily. So I think next year I'm going to make it 115. By the way, I did my video this week announcing the 2026 thriller read-along that Mel and I are hosting for January, or starting in January, like the Alex Cross books. So if you want to read an entire mystery thriller series where it's 2 books a month, go over there, check out who the author is. Yeah, it's 2 books a month. They're kind of longer books, but it's not a James Patterson series. It's a completely different series. If you want to go over to my BookTube channel and find out about that. Yeah, it seems crazy to me that, like, I mean, we're like right around the corner from Christmas. Like, we have 1 Sunday left until Christmas. We have no plans for New Year's yet either. I know when I say that, people will be like, oh, they're going to Mexico. We're not going to Mexico. We have no plans. We don't even have our Ultra Music tickets bought yet. We have, like, no trips planned. We actually, every weekend, we're like, okay, we need to sit down and, like, plan a trip. And then we just kind of, like, we, like, start talking about it. And then we, like, he falls asleep. Or I'm like, I'm going to go for a walk or whatever. We'll talk about it when I get back. And then we don't. So we're kind of, like, our planning of trips, like, it's funny. Because, like, this is how we always plan a trip. Like, we'll be sitting there. And we'll be, like, watching TV. And I'll be like, I want to look at, like, the rates of, like, flights or something right now. And then I'll look it up. It will just be, like, so random. And I'll, like, look it up. And I'll be like, oh, the rates are really good right now. We should book this now. And he'll be like, okay, you want to do it? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I'll be like, okay, what dates are good for you with work? And he's like, I can do this. Do you have anything? I'm like, no. And that's how we literally, I mean, it's like, it comes, like, we'll have like, we have some trips in our mind. But, like, we'll look and see, like, when are really good times to, like, you know, or, like, we'll look every once in a while, because flights go up and down so much, hotels and stuff like that. So, anyway, we'll probably book something here sooner or later, but we're not going anywhere for New Year's. I mean, true story, we're not, unless he gifts me something for Christmas, or I gift him, but I'm not doing that. So, and I don't think he is either. Like, surprise each other with a trip, but I don't think we're doing that this year. So, I think, like, his mom said something about going over to Carlos and Liliana's for New Year's. I'm sure his friends will probably do something. I won't stay out super, super late. Even if we go do something, I won't. So, but, yeah. And then Jesse and Fufu get into town. The end of this, I think maybe they get in town this Thursday or something. But we have dinner with, we have 2 different couples dinners. And then we have something tomorrow night. It's weird. 31 years of sobriety I'm coming up on this Wednesday. And what's also strange about it is, this is kind of the weather of the year that I got sober. I feel like I said that last year. Did we have snow around this time last year? Because this is kind of the weather that, like, this is what it looked like the year that I got sober. It was very cold, and it was very snowy outside. I can remember the first day, like, waking up in my detox room and coming out to the nurse's station, and that was, I've told that story before about, like, her being like, you're everything's off the charts, whatever. She's like, just go get a cup of coffee. The only place you could get real coffee in the hospital was in the detox unit. So she's like, she handed me my pack of cigarettes, and she was like, go down there and get a cup of coffee. And I remember I went in, there was, like, one other woman sitting in there, and I, like, sat down, and I, like, looked outside, and, the, like, snow was blowing, and there was these snow drifts, and, like, the traffic was moving real slow, like, far off in the distance. And I was like, you are so screwed. Like, you're stuck here. Weirdly enough, though, there was also kind of, like, a safety element to it. I felt like, God, I felt, like, really safe in that moment. I'll probably the next day or two talk a lot about the early days of treatment. You know, I haven't really talked a whole lot about that, the early days of treatment. That is something I could talk on about here. Feels weird that I'm coming up on, I don't know, 31 years. It's a pretty night. All right, well, I'm going to get off here now and go get my vlog rendered. I'm going to try to walk outside. If I don't, I might take a little time and, like, kind of move some stuff around the basement to get it exactly how I want. So I can walk, but then I'll walk in my walking pad. I'll be like down there 10 minutes, and I'll just be like, "Do you want to watch a movie?" And I'll be like, "Yep." So anyway, okay, I'm gonna get off here now. Oh my God, my hands are cold. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.